How many of you believe the best is yet to come? There's a song by Donald Lawrence, I believe it is, and he sings that song, The Best Is Yet to Come, and I love it. I love it. I also believe in the scripture that says, your latter shall be greater than your former. So, what does that mean for us? How do we make it happen? How do we create that greater, that best that's to come? What do we do? Are there any things that we need to do, or does it miraculously happen? I don't know, but let's discuss some things. It's Kelly Laverne here again with NYU Talk and Tell. Listen, everybody. I recently had a birthday, right? Happy birthday to me. Yes, yes. Another year older, another year wiser, another year that I've lived on this earth and had another year of experiences, and I'm looking forward to having many more. But I was recently I was recently reading something about creating the best year of your life. I would love to have the best year of my life. Now, I haven't had all bad years, and I'm sure you haven't too. There's been some pretty great years in my life, and I'm sure you could say the same. However, it got me thinking, like creating the best year, what would that look like? What is it required for me to do? What do I need to do to create this best year? Is it even possible that I could create it? Do I have control of it? I don't know. I have faith and I know that my steps are ordered. So what does that mean for me? Okay, so how about this? This is where I started. Right after reading this article, this is where I started. It talks about looking at the past year, just the past year of your life, right? Just looking at that. And the next question was, what did I accomplish? Now, I did accomplish some things, and I'm sure you did too. I mean, there's many things that we accomplish that we take for granted. It could be the smallest thing, the smallest. It doesn't have to be this great, big, giant thing. Maybe we went mountain climbing for the first time, or maybe we parasailed for the first time. That would be great. I have not done either. I don't know if I'm looking forward to doing either, especially not the mountain thing. I used to want to parasail, but I don't know about now. But anyway, okay, so what did we accomplish last year? Right? That's only something you can answer. But you know what? I'll take that back, because there might be some people that are close to you that can help you identify things that you've accomplished that you're not even realizing. Like for me at work, I was learning a new system, right? I learned a new system, how to do something. I mean, that's big. It may seem small, but that's big to learn something new. I also advanced in one of my business areas, right? I started a venture. I got it rolling. It's up and running. That's big. What about something smaller? You might say, well, I didn't do anything that's grand scale. We didn't have new software. I didn't launch a business. But have you made it thus far? And you might think, well, come on, that's obvious. But you know what? That is a great accomplishment. That we've merely made it to this day. What date it is? October the 18th. That we've made it to October the 18th. That is an accomplishment, because some people didn't. Now you might say, okay, well, that's out of my control. Yeah, to some extent. But did you avoid situations that would have ended otherwise, where you could not have been here? Possibly. Did you do things right? Maybe you exercised a little bit. I did a little bit, just a little bit, y'all. What else could you have done that would have helped you get here? You decided that every day you're going to get up and keep trying. That is a big accomplishment, and that's one that we overlook all the time. The mere fact that we get out of the bed and we decide every day we're going to do it again. That's an accomplishment, right? So don't just look for big things. There's little things in our lives, little milestones, little accomplishments that we've made. And I'm saying little because that's how we think of that are little, but they're big. Did you go to church this year? Did you pray? Hello? That's an accomplishment. That's something to realize and acknowledge that you did, and be great with that. Okay? All right. So let me move on. What did we accomplish? So we talked a little bit about that. I think you get the idea. Like, think back. What did you do? What do we want to accomplish that we did not accomplish? So were there things that you wanted to do that you maybe didn't want to do, that you would still like to do? I mean, there's some things that I don't know if I set them up for accomplishments last year, but there's some things in my life that I still want to do that I haven't done. So that's something to start thinking about. And then think about last year. Okay, what did I wanted to do? Well, honestly, y'all, transparent moment, I really wanted to go swimming more. to the pool, but that's on me. You know, I could have made time to do it, but I mean, that's just one example. I do like the pool. I like the water. I like to be in the pool. But anyway, I wanted to do that more and I did not take advantage of it. That's on me. Something I could do better next year, right? Or this year, this new year of my life. So that answers that for me. You'll have to answer it for you. The next thing is, who do I need to be in communication with? Oh boy. You know, life gets in the way. We often have people that we enjoy talking to. We say, oh, we're going to catch up. We got to catch up. We got to get together. We got to go out. We got to do something. And it just never happens. Why? Life. It may not be that you don't want to. I know when I say it, I really do want to get involved with those people. I want to connect. I want us to go out. I want us to spend time. And then just life, the ball keeps rolling and things keep happening. And I know it may sound like an excuse, but we all go through it. Don't act like I'm the only one. So think about that. Like, who did you really want to connect with that you didn't, or spend more time with, or just communicate with? You know, one of them is my cousin who I love dearly. And we've been trying to get this thing set up that we can communicate, and it just hasn't happened. So that's one thing that I did not that's one thing I didn't accomplish, as well as one person that I need to be in communication with, right? The next thing we can talk about is, what were my biggest disappointments? I'm looking at a list so I wouldn't forget, y'all, because my memory. Oh, but anyway, what were our biggest disappointments? We all have them. Let me think. My biggest disappointment may have been that I didn't travel to a place that I wanted to go to. I didn't go to that destination this year. As a matter of fact, I really only took like a mini vacation. Yeah, disappointing. But again, life, finances, time. So that's a disappointment for me. It may be something else for you, you know, but we need to acknowledge them and realize, like, okay, that was a disappointment. It's okay. It's okay to acknowledge our disappointments. And then the next thing we want to think about is, what did we learn last year? What did we learn? Like, if you can list 3 lessons that made a difference, that can make a difference this year, like, what did you learn? One of the things I've learned is to slow down and be patient with myself. Okay, like I was saying, we learned this new system and I expected myself to be a master at it like right away. And it was very frustrating when I wasn't and couldn't do things that I used to do. And I had to take a breath, take a pause. I had to have a conversation with myself, you know, like I had to get deep with me and say, listen here, wait a minute. No, we're not going to do this. Okay, be patient with me. That's one lesson I had to learn. Okay, because I can be very hard on myself. That's another thing, you know, not to be so hard on myself, right? And to do things better, such as communicating with my cousin. That's a lesson that I can learn, because guess what? I don't want to look up and it's too late. And I'm like, oh man, I wish we would have talked more. I wish. It's going to be too late then. So that's one thing, or those are actually 3 things that I learned, lessons that I've learned from last year that I can correct in this year. Thank God, Lord willing. So yes, if you're watching this, there's still time to make some changes, right? We can make some changes. So as we're going on to making a better year, or the best year for ourselves, you know, the end of the year is coming up. We'll have a new calendar year that's going to manifest right before our eyes. What are the things that we want to do different? How do we want to make this possibly the best year of our life? So when I asked the question early on, can we do it? Are we in control? Like I said, my steps are ordered, but there are some requirements. I need to think, right? Think what I want to do different, the lessons that I've learned, and then make a plan, set a goal. You know, here we go back to these goals again, right? Set a goal. Set a goal. Set a goal, but don't stress over it. Remember that? We're not stressing over goals. It's a no. No stress, right? So we're going to create the best year of our life. You can start today if you want. You can make a goal to start at a certain date if you want. But we do have some say in it, right? We make choices. We make decisions. Our perspective, how we look at things, impacts all of that. Okay, so I said a lot, talk kind of fast. I hope you got it, right? I think you can replay it or play it in slow motion. I don't know. Kelly Laverne, NYU Talk and Tell. And yes, it was my birthday. See you soon. Bye.